Hi, this is Julie Calvi, and I want to talk to you about the webinar I'm going to uh, uh, s- uh, be offering very soon. Um, it's going to be a series of 10 sessions and once a month sessions, so you can kind of percolate in between. And what we're going to be talking, I'm calling it Life Coaching Discovery Webinar. And what we'll be doing once a week is going through each of the guiding principles that I YouTubed about a few weeks ago. So to go over them briefly, so just to remind you what this webinar will be about, and I'm going to keep these webinars, so I may be running series of them down to 5, no more than 5, maybe 4 members apiece, so as to have a feeling of privacy, safety, a kind of a little sacred space, so you will feel that you can show up and speak easily and freely. And I'm going to keep the group together as we go forward over the 10 weeks. And you'll get to know each other. And as I said, I want you to feel safe and secure in a really comfortable place. So, again, it's the guiding principles. You can find it in a blog on my website, yolc.com. My email is julie@yolc.com, YOLC as in cat, I.com, Julie, Julie. So the first guiding principle, the first week, we'll spend on the observation that's been made that we all have something in common. You know how Neil Walsh has, he used to hold these groups. And he'd go around the room and say, there's only one person in the room. He'd point at somebody else, there's only one person in the room. We're all one in a way. At the same time, paradoxically, so to speak, we're all extremely, in fact, we're all as unique as little snowflakes. We each carry specific pieces of the light. And I actually was shown this in a mediumship for spirit. One who had crossed over gave me a visual for this, and I'll go into it during the webinar if you like, so I'll go into more detail, but it was a fantastic visual that I was given regarding how we do this, how we choose pieces of the light to incarnate, to pick out and incarnate into. It's fascinating. So that will be the first webinar. We'll talk about what's important about us all having not actually 99.9% of our genetic material is the same, but we are so incredibly wonderfully unique. The other thing that is observed is about people in general is that people contribute, and contribution based on purpose generates fulfillment. Based on purpose, your purpose generates fulfillment. This may seem obvious, but what is your purpose? And so we'll explore that. This is a very, very, very important issue when I coach and it will be important in this second webinar meeting as well. We'll discover a lot. You will discover a lot, and I always discover a lot when we go over this topic. The third week is people grow from connection. As I always think of, pops up in my mind is, as many have said, when two or more come together, miracles happen. Connection is a wellspring for creativity. And it's all about collaboration, collaborating with somebody else. Again, when two or more come together. And I'm going to now tell you what, at this point of where I'm at in my coaching career, what coaching means to me, and I'm going to read it. The art of coaching is a collaborative dance in which the coach supports the client to become more of who he or she is already, and in taking action to realize who or she is, to realize his or her life purpose. In that coaching brings people more deeply into a common ground of being, a place of unconditional acceptance. Coaching is love in action. That's how I coach. So let's move on to the next webinar topic, which is people seek value in themselves and outside of themselves. And listening provides an ever-present access to value. When I listen to you, I find what you value, the value in you, and I help to make you bring the awareness up in you, things that you value that you may not be aware of. Awareness is everything. You have gifts, I'm sure, inside of you, and values, things that you would love to birth in you that you're not yet aware of. This will be a very important and a very huge webinar of discovery for you. And it all comes from listening to you and you listening to yourself. So I'm very excited about this one. People act in their own best interest. Oh, really? Yes, but discernment, it's all about discernment. Discernment reveals opportunities in every situation. It's all about discernment. So that's the key, is knowing how to use discernment. So I'll have a lot to say about that. You don't want to miss this one. So there's a lot to discover in this webinar. People live from their perspective, of course, but a present-based perspective of reality, not from a complex, but of reality. A present-based perspective would of course be of reality, is a platform for effective action. How do we get there? You're going to discover that. People have choice. How many times have you heard anybody and yourself say, I don't have a choice? All the time I hear that. I'm sure I've said it myself. You make choice every moment of the day. always, you always have choice. I have felt like I don't have choice, but I do have choice. And I'm amazed with myself at the choices. I've told some of you what a horrific 2014 I've had, but I'm really astounded by the choices, by the right choices I've made, where I'm at today. And this is extremely important. By being in the present, by using discernment, you can make right choice for yourself, and you can live the life of your dreams. If I can do it, you can do it. Because I was really in a bad place. Physically, emotionally, mentally, in a very bad place. Okay. Lots of discovery comes from that one. And lastly, but the biggest one of all, people define their own integrity. And how you define your own integrity is the fit between your calling or your purpose and your conduct creates your integrity. So I've explained this one before, but I'll do it again. So your calling, I always, come from my heart space. Your purpose, your calling, your true calling, what you truly want to do, your greatness, is here. It's in your center. It's in your heart space. And let's say you're really working from there. But your conduct is, you do something that is not in alignment with that. So you're out of your integrity. That takes you out of your integrity. So what I said is people define their own integrity. It's a fit between your calling and your conduct. So when your calling and your conduct fit, you're creating your own integrity. And integrity is very important for all of you, for all layers of your body, for your life purpose, for staying on path, for staying on purpose, for your soul space. Oh, what I'm remembering is something the Buddha said. If I had known there was a path, I'd have been afraid not to step off of it. Did I say that right? I'd have been afraid. Yeah, something like that. Okay, you can figure it out. So when you know how important it is to be in integrity, you'll do anything to stay in integrity, and I do. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. This is really an important one, one of great inner discovery. And when you know how important it is to you, how much value it gives to you and to your life, you will stay in your integrity. And you will, if you find yourself outside of it, you will reel yourself in. So, you know how to get a hold of me, Julie at yolci.com, YOLCI. My website is yolci.com. YLLCI.com. And that's it for today. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.